My name's Rafael, you watch Rock and Roll Garage, and today I'm going to tell the story of when Eddie Van Halen gave a really special guitar to be buried with Dimebag Darrell. That's right. But first, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comment. Well, Dimebag Darrell, the Pantera co-founder and guitarist, was shot to death back in 2004, December 2004, at a concert by Damageplan, the band he formed with his brother Vinnie Paul, after Pantera came to an end, and a deranged fan went there. He was angry about this by the end of Pantera, and he simply opened fire and killed Dimebag on stage that night. He was 38, and a curious thing is that December 8th is the same day John Lennon was shot and killed by Chapman in 1980 at the age of 40. And Dimebag was killed the exact same day, but in 2004 at the age of 38, almost the same age as Lennon. And obviously thousands of fans were to his memorial service, and many famous musicians were friends, and he was famously buried in a Kiss casket. If you don't know, Kiss has everything. They sell every stuff with their trademark and their faces. You can find Kiss condoms and even a Kiss casket, and he was buried in a coffin that was from Kiss. And excuse me, the other interesting fact about this is that Eddie Van Halen, who was a friend of the band, was a friend of Dimebag, gave a really special guitar to be buried with Dimebag, and it was placed in the coffin with him and was buried with him. And it was that famous yellow stripes, that yellow stripes and black stripes guitar that Eddie used for a while. And this story was told by the Anthrax drummer Charlie Benanti, who nowadays is the drummer of Pantera. And this is what he said in an interview with the Vinyl Guide podcast that we transcribed. We were in the family room. It was me, Vinnie was sitting with me, and Rex Brown had just gotten there too. So Rex was sitting next to me. I noticed that Eddie was carrying a guitar and came right over to us, and he crouched down. He put the guitar down on the floor and he crouched down. He was talking to us, just saying how sorry he was. And I noticed on the guitar case, it had a piece of tape that was there for like forever, and it said Van Halen II on it. Darrell's favorite Van Halen guitar was the Bumblebee, which was on Van Halen II. And Eddie opens the guitar and he says, "I brought this for your brother." It was the guitar from the back of Van Halen II. We went into the other room and he placed the guitar in the coffin with Darrell. We all lost it. Right now I'm thinking about it, and I get choked up just thinking about it, because it was such a special moment. And that was my first encounter with Eddie Van Halen. It was very surreal. What I was seeing in front of my eyes, in front of me, was something that was almost felt like a dream. It was absolutely a very emotional moment, and I would never forget that. So that's the story that Charlie Benanti told, and this was told by many other people over the years. What an incredible thing that Eddie Van Halen did. And in an interview with Metal Monthly, reported by Van Halen News Desk, Eddie told them at the funeral that Dime was an original, and only an original deserves the original. It was the Bumblebee. It was the guitar he used during the Van Halen II era, and he gave the guitar to be buried with Dimebag that day. And I mean, from all the interviews that I've heard and all the other people talking about Eddie, how a nice guy he was, with a really big heart, and just by this you can see how a nice guy he was. You know, he simply gave one of the guitars, one of the most precious guitars of his career, to be buried with a huge fan who was Dimebag Darrell. I think this is one of the most incredible stories about Eddie Van Halen for sure. I mean, that shows the kind of man he was. And what a beautiful, beautiful story. And I hope you like this video. You can go to description and visit the article we wrote about it to read all of it and read the interviews we mention it here. Yeah, and if you want to read more about classic rock and heavy metal, don't forget to visit rockandrollgarage.com, and obviously subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment. Tell me if you knew about this story or not. Okay? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.